Have you ever wondered how to build a 5-room escape room in just 9 days? We did it in London, and now you'll find out how. It all started when a client approached us and asked to build 2 escape rooms at a new location. He wanted to try a radically new construction method, using a portable aluminum frame. Later, we'll tell you more about the benefits of this approach. And of course, there were some drawbacks as well. So we shook hands, and our team began with planning. How to divide the space, what materials to use, and how to quickly assemble everything on site. We ordered samples of the frame from the manufacturer to build a small room at our facility and run tests before starting the installation in London. The first thing we had to carefully think through was how to reinforce the walls and ceiling of the frame for mounting props and decorations, and how to run wiring for lighting and props. Also, wires for speakers, as each room needed its own sound design. The challenge was that the frame consisted of aluminum rectangles and sheets of aluminum composite panel that attached to it with Velcro. Inside these rectangles, there is empty space. The manufacturer didn't have suitable design solutions for us, so we had to come up with our own reinforcement using braces. These braces needed to be quick to attach during assembly and able to bear the weight of the decorations and devices. We produced, installed, tested, fixed the bugs, tested again, disassembled, packed, and sent everything to the shipping company. It was time to pack our bags and fly to London with a small team. We also had to hire a jack-of-all-trades and an electrician on site to help with the next steps. The assembly process itself took 9 days, starting with setting up the frames and ending with decorating the rooms. When we arrived in London, we were very pleased to see that, unlike at another location in London where we had previously built turnkey escape rooms, we didn't need to coordinate our actions with building control or fire safety. The space was painted and ready for installation. Most importantly, we could work around the clock and do noisy tasks whenever we needed. But we also faced some unexpected challenges. First, the shipping company that was delivering in London to the location didn't account for the fact that our site was surrounded by railway bridges. The large truck couldn't get through. They had to unload our cargo into 2 smaller trucks and deliver it in 2 trips. This delay added 3 days to the schedule. Later, they sent us an additional bill, which we had to dispute since it wasn't our fault. This took up another week of our attention. Second, it was difficult to find jack-of-all-trades and an electrician. We searched through friends, in themed Facebook groups, and on forums. It was hard to find people who could work with wood, drill holes in metal, and do assembly work. We held many interviews, and finally we found an amazing electrician and the rest of the team from Bulgaria. We quickly got on the same page with them, and the work started buzzing. Third, the noise from the trains. Since our location was under a railway bridge, it was very loud when a train passed. We got used to it over time, but at first we would stop talking until the train went by. That's when we had a new task: how to incorporate the sound of the trains into the atmosphere of the escape room so that players wouldn't be pulled out of the game. By adjusting some audio files, changing the volume, and tweaking the script, we managed to do it. Fourth, the high humidity. The space turned out to be damp, and after lying there for a couple of days, the props and wooden decorations swelled. Some things stopped opening, while others wouldn't close. At this stage, we had to spend extra time sanding and treating the wood for future moisture resistance. Luckily, we had a versatile team, and there was someone to delegate the tasks to without wasting time. The decorations were the key element in creating the atmosphere of the quest. Our client chose the theme of samurai adventure in a twisted Japanese maze, where demons await at every turn. The first time we created this escape room for ourselves was back in 2014 in Kazan. After that, the scenario was implemented for clients in New York, Nizhny Novgorod, Milan, and now in London. The technical setup included not only lighting and sound, but also controlling individual rooms through software. The floor plan included technical entrances to each room of the escape room. This allowed the game master to prepare a room for the next team without waiting for the current team to finish their game. This was one of the client's key requirements, and later I'll explain why. One of the main advantages was that our client could launch teams every 15 minutes. With high demand, they could accommodate up to 20 people per hour. Using software, we ensured that each room in the escape room could be controlled independently. They could restart, skip puzzles, or give hints, all while simultaneously managing the other rooms. Remember when I mentioned the technical entrances to each room earlier? They were designed specifically for this concept. When one team was in the second room, the first room was already being prepared for the next team. The second advantage was the protection of investments. If something went wrong, the escape room could be quickly and easily relocated, including the walls and ceiling. But there was one downside: soundproofing. It's difficult to isolate sound in frame walls, so one team could hear the emotions of the next team. The client and we were aware of this in advance, so it was our job to minimize it. That's why each room had its own sound system. In this case, the trains running on schedule also worked in our favor. It created a unique atmosphere. Building an escape room in 9 days is possible, and we proved it. Would we recommend this frame approach to other clients? Probably not. Our company focuses on creating immersive atmospheres so that players believe in what's happening during the short time they spend in the game, paying attention to every detail. And sound is one of the key elements of that atmosphere. If you like this video and want to know more, subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. And in the comments, let us know what topics you'd like to see next.